Okay, let's talk about two foods that, let's be honest, might make you raise an eyebrow at first. Head cheese and scrapple. Now, I know the names sound a little intimidating, but stick with me here, because these aren't just old-fashioned dishes, they're a masterclass in resourcefulness, and, believe it or not, a gateway to some absolutely incredible flavor.
I mean, just picture the meat aisle in your local grocery store. It's a sea of neat, plastic-wrapped rectangles, right? This quote just hits the nail on the head. We're so used to these clean, convenient, boneless, skinless cuts that we've kind of lost the connection to the actual animal. We're only seeing a tiny, processed part of the whole story.
So that begs the question, what did happen to the rest of it? Well, for centuries, the answer was obvious. You use everything. And that's the whole philosophy behind nose-to-tail eating. It's all about turning what we might see as waste today into something truly special and delicious. And for the two dishes we're diving into today, this whole philosophy kicks off with one pretty humble ingredient, the pig's head. Yep, it's the unlikely hero of our story, the single starting point for two completely different culinary journeys. You see, the real secret ingredient here, the magic, is collagen. It's this amazing protein found in the skin, the bones, and the cartilage that when you cook it low and slow, transforms into natural gelatin. This is absolutely non-negotiable. You can't just grab a pork shoulder and expect it to work. Without the collagen from the head, neither of these dishes will set. It's the glue that holds it all together, literally. So it doesn't matter which path you're gonna take, you always start right here, with a long, slow simmer. The head gets cleaned and put in a pot with some aromatics, onions, carrots, bay leaves, that kind of thing, and you just let it go for hours until the meat is so unbelievably tender it's just falling off the bone. This one step gives you two crucial things. The meat, of course, but also that priceless collagen-rich broth. We're talking liquid gold. And this, right here, this is the fork in the road. It's amazing. From that one pot, we get two totally different results. Down one path, you've got head cheese, a classic European-style cold cut, where you have these beautiful chunks of meat suspended in a savory jelly. And down the other path, scrapple, a true American breakfast icon, where minced meat is bound together with cornmeal into a loaf that's made for frying. So let's go down path number one first, head cheese, or as the French call it, fromage de tête. Now, the name literally means cheese of the head, but don't let that fool you. There is absolutely zero dairy in this. Think of it more like a classic savory meat terrine. The whole process is actually pretty elegant. First, you pick all that tender meat off the bone and give it a rough chop. Then you take that liquid gold, the broth, strain it, and boil it down to really concentrate that natural gelatin. You season the meat, often with a little sharp vinegar to cut through the richness, and then you pack it all tightly into a mold. Pour that reduced stock over the top, pop it in the fridge, and just let it set. And the result is this beautiful, sliceable terrine that's always served cold. You slice it super thin, and it's just perfect with some spicy mustard and a good cracker. It's savory, it's meaty, and it has this deep, rich flavor you just can't get anywhere else. All right, let's back up and take that second path, the all-American classic, scrapple. It's sometimes called pawn house, especially by the Pennsylvania Dutch community that really perfected it. And this dish, well, it's not about elegance. It's about hearty, resourceful, stick-to-your-ribs food. For scrapple, the process is totally different. You mince the meat up really fine and put it back into the stock. Then comes the game-changing ingredient, cornmeal. You whisk it in and cook it until you get this thick, bubbling mush, kind of like a really rich, savory polenta or porridge. After seasoning it with those classic breakfast spices like sage and black pepper, you pour it into loaf pans to cool down and solidify. And here's the number one rule of scrapple. Unlike head cheese, you never eat it cold. No way. You slice the loaf, maybe dredge it in a little flour, and you fry it up, usually in butter or bacon fat. What you're going for is this incredible textural contrast, a deep, dark, crispy crust on the outside that gives way to this super creamy, almost molten interior. It's just amazing. Okay, so after seeing all that work, you might be thinking, in a world full of convenient square meat, why would anyone bother? And that is a fair question. The answer is simple, but it's really powerful. Waste not, want not. This is so much more than just a recipe. It's a whole philosophy. Because that effort pays off in some pretty incredible ways. First, you've got gut health. Both of these are basically a solid, edible form of bone broth, packed with gelatin that's great for your joints, your skin, and your gut. Second, economy.
You're turning what some would call waste into pounds and pounds of high-protein food for pennies. And finally, flavor. You just get a depth, a richness, and a texture that you are never, ever going to find in mass-produced product. But really, when you strip it all away, it comes down to this. This isn't just about saving a buck or finding unique flavors. It's about respect. It's about acknowledging that an animal gave its life. By taking the time and care to use every single part, you are fundamentally honoring that life. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Now that you've seen the two very different destinies that come from a single ingredient, which path would your kitchen take? Are you drawn to the elegant, savory terrine or the hearty, crispy fried loaf?